for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. And we're super, super excited to have the first watch along of the new season. It is only a pre-season game, but it is still a big game. The first time we get to see Manchester United this season. Super, super excited. We have got the team news for you guys, which we will get into now. Do let me know how you're feeling in the live chat. Let me know if you're excited about this match. I am pretty excited. I am. It's so boring when the football finishes. It really, really is. So I am excited that the football is back on. I know, as I said, it is just a pre-season match, but still, it should be a good game. Please do smash a like on the video, guys, if you are just joining now. Super, super exciting. Our first pre-season game of the season and our first time ever doing a watch-along on this channel. So that's also a really, really good thing to be excited about. We have got somebody at the moment making us a really fancy kind of overlay thing. So when we do watch-alongs, there'll be loads of information going on the screen. So do bear with me at the moment. Obviously, the one today is a little bit makeshift, but you get the picture. There will be lots of opportunity for us to have conversation and to talk about all sorts of different things. So yeah, I am really looking forward to it, guys. We will, of course, be live for the whole stream, the whole video, the whole match. And we are now going to jump into the team news for the game. I'm going to get it up on the screen for you guys so you can all see. As I said, please do bear with me. This is the first time that we have done a watch along on this channel, so it is all still a bit new to us. So I do hope you understand that, you know, by the next time we do it, we'll have a really fancy overlay. But that's the joy of kind of being part of a community from the beginning, isn't it? You see it develop, you see new things come in. Yeah, I always like stuff like that. You know, it's a bit weird when you start following a new community or a new channel, and like from the beginning, it all looks like as good as maybe the ones that have got millions of followers. I do think there needs to be a bit of a natural progression. Otherwise, it's like it kind of takes that element away from it, doesn't it? But yeah, I do apologize that obviously it's not as high tech as it will be eventually. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, we will have a great stream. I'm really, really looking forward to the match. So yeah, let me know what your score predictions are in the live chat. Let me know what you think the score will be. I'm going with 3-1. I think we'll see a goal from Mason Mount. We'll see a goal from Amad Diallo and a goal from Jadon Sancho. That's my prediction, guys. But do let me know in the live chat, what is your prediction for the match? I am going to get the team news up for you now, guys, so you can all see that at home. Let me know where you're watching from as well. We've got about 20 minutes until kickoff, so really, really excited. Can't wait to watch the first game of the season. Yeah, it's Luke Shaw's birthday as well today, guys. That's really, really nice. He's not actually. Luke Shaw obviously won't be playing because he is. He's still not back from what do you call it? From holiday. So the team news is a little bit. We have a lot of young players. Let's put it that way. There is a lot of young players starting the game today, but I think that's a good thing. I think it's an opportunity for us to see which of those young players we actually think can make it in Ten Hag's squad. Because any ones that can't, I think we just get rid of. I really do. Mainly because okay. So here's the team news, guys. Let me just make it a bit smaller for you. Right, there we go. So the team news is up there in the right-hand corner. So we've got Heaton in goal. We've got Lisandro Martinez and Varane as the two centre-backs. That's solid. We've got Wan-Bissaka at right back. And we've got Fernandes, not Bruno Fernandes, a different Fernandes, at left back. And then midfield, we've got Hannibal, we've got Mainu, and we have got, I believe, Sancho. And then up front, we've got Forson, Amad Diallo, and Mason Mount. So we're playing a 4-3-3 by the looks of it, guys. I mean, it's not a bad team, is it? Mason Mount, Martinez, Varane, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka, they're all first-team players. There's about 5 or 6 first-team players and then a load of youth players as well. But let me know what you think about the team news that's just come out. The bench, we have literally everybody on the bench are youth players. I don't think there's a single... The one thing I did want to talk to you guys about really, really quickly before we go any further into it. Obviously, there's no Fred. There is no Fred in the team today. He did go on the tour, though. He has gone to Norway. So what do we think about that, guys? No Fred in the lineup today. I do think there's something a bit weird going on there. Obviously, we did report a couple of days ago that Fred is strongly linked to Fulham. So I do wonder whether Fred is going to get his move to Fulham and that's why he's not in the team. I mean, that is a possibility, isn't it? So that's one to keep an eye on. As it stands, Fred is not playing today, guys. Yeah, hopefully we get a good result today. Hopefully we can see some of the younger players. Hopefully Kobe Mainu has a good game. I'm really, really excited about Kobe Mainu, guys. I've been talking about him a lot on the channel. I think he's a quality player. I think he could go on to be really, really special. Super, super excited to see what Kobe Mainu is going to do today. Really, really excited for Mason Mount's debut. Yeah, I think overall, there's quite a lot to be excited about. We have got a few quotes coming out from Erik ten Hag in the last few minutes, which I do want to bring into the show. So do give me 1 minute and I'll just get those Erik ten Hag quotes up for you guys. But yeah, let me know your score predictions. I've gone with 3-1 Manchester United. But do let me know in the chat what your predictions are for the game. I think 3-1. I do think we'll get some goals today. Obviously, it is a pre-season match. We can probably expect that at half-time, everybody will probably change. Okay, so here we go. So there's a bit of breaking news about Fred coming in right now. So it says, Fred's omission from today's Manchester United game is purely a precaution, and because he is managing his workload after returning for training at Carrington last week. Not really sure what that means. So apparently Fred's not in the squad because he's managing his workload. Not sure, to be honest. That sounds a bit weird. Obviously Fred is highly linked to leave the club, so I'm not really too sure about that one, guys. I do think it's a bit weird. I do. Somebody says, where is Brandon Williams? Yeah, Brandon Williams isn't in the team either, which again is a bit strange. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. We'll have to see what happens. Ten Hag has come out with obviously we will get to see Amad Diallo though, guys, and we will get to see Hannibal. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to open my door. Yeah, we will get to see Amad Diallo and we will get to see Hannibal Mejbri, which is really, really exciting. I'm not sure if anybody saw, but Tahith Chong has gone to Birmingham City. Apparently Manchester United will make £1 million from that deal or something because we have a sell-on clause. Anyway, not the most exciting news, but we will have an extra £1 million in our budget. Great. I don't remember where Tahith Chong was before. Obviously, we sold him, didn't we? Let me just double check for you. But Tahith Chong is moving to Birmingham City, and we had a sell-on clause of 25%. He's moving from... not too sure. He's moving from someone to someone. But anyway, we get £1 million apparently from the sale of Tahith Chong. Yeah, let me know how you're feeling though, guys. Let me know what your score predictions are. As I said, from the next stream onwards, we'll have a really fancy overlay and you'll be able to see all the team news, etc., etc. So yeah, that's something to... as I said to you guys before, the channel's only been going for about a month, so we will slowly get better. So I do appreciate you bearing with me. Joe says, who will be the keeper? So we've got Tom Heaton in goal, guys. Tom Heaton will be the keeper for this match. Yeah, I mean, the key bits of news that have come out are that Brandon Williams will not be in the team today, and neither is Fred. So, yeah. We've got about 20 minutes until the game kicks off, guys. About 20 minutes until we kick off. Somebody says 3-0. Somebody says 2-0. I'm feeling confident, guys. I reckon we'll get a 3-1 victory. I'm just going to have a look at the Leeds team news really, really quickly, guys. Let me just get that one up for you. For anybody interested in the Leeds team news. Let's have a look. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really... obviously, they've got Dan James still, don't they? And they've got a couple of other good players, but overall, there's nobody for Leeds who I'm... all right, so here's the Leeds team news. They've got Cooper, Drama, Chikola Mullen, Shackleton, Giabi, Sinestra, Ocampo, Rutter. I mean, to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty sure the whole of the Leeds team are youth players. I don't think there's any first team players there, is there, really? Yeah, somebody asking about Dean Henderson in the chat. Yes, Dean Henderson does look like he is going back to Nottingham Forest, guys. That one hasn't gone through yet, but there's a couple of quotes coming out from Ten Hag as well here. So we've got... so Ten Hag says, this is on youngsters getting game time today. So Ten Hag says, this is their moment. We have to improve the squad, and you can do that with transfers, but also players from the academy. Ten Hag on Mason Mount, he says, his ambition is to play offensively, but also he wants to be multifunctional. He wants to be complete. And when you're playing in midfield, you have to attack, but also defend. I'm sure he will bring a dynamic into our midfield department. So Ten Hag speaking very, very positively about Mason Mount, which is good. All right, let's have a look at a few live chats. Do get your live chats in today, guys. This is our first ever watch along on the channel, so do smash a like on the video. Sorry about that. A bird just flew at my window. I do apologise. Literally scared the life out of me. Yeah, so it does look like there will be no Fred and there will be no Brandon Williams. Think of that what you will. I do think that they probably are going to be getting a move, aren't they, at the end of the day, Fred and Brandon Williams. I'm quite excited. I know it's just a friendly. I know it's just a pre-season match, but I am actually quite excited about this game, guys. I really, really am. I don't know why. We've got about less than 15 minutes now until kickoff, guys. Really, really excited. Let's have a look if there's any other news coming out. Yeah, so we're just starting to get kind of interviews and stuff on the stream. There's nothing really going on at the moment. The players still haven't come onto the pitch. Yeah, as I said, guys, Leeds seem to have their full youth team playing. I don't think there's any first team players playing today for Leeds. Anybody who missed the Manchester United team news, if you want me to read it out again, I will do now. So we've got Tom Heaton in goal. We have got Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka and Fernandes, not Bruno Fernandes, in defence. Then we've got a midfield three of Kobe Mainoo, Hannibal and Mason Mount. And then up front we've got Forson, Sancho and Ahmad. So yeah, it's quite exciting to see some young players because at the end of the day, if these young players aren't going to make it in the team, then they need to be sold. Like, this is a great opportunity for Ten Hag to have a look at these young players and to really, you know, decide whether he thinks they're going to be good enough. And if they're not good enough, they either need to be sold or they need to be loaned out. Somebody says, when do you think we're going to sign Onana? I think we'll get the Onana here we go at any point, guys. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this evening or maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah, we have to wait and see. And people asking about where Marcus Rashford is. All of the players who are on international duty are not back to training until next week. So Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Diogo Dalot, etc., etc. Anybody who was playing international football, Harry Maguire, Casemiro, all of the internationals are not playing in today's match. They haven't started training yet. They will come back to training next week. So yeah, we will obviously get to see them in about a week or so's time, guys. Yeah. Do get your score predictions in the chat if you haven't already, and I will, of course, read out the score predictions. We will be doing an evening show as well today, guys. So as soon as this match finishes, we will move over to the evening show, which will probably be about 6 o'clock, I think. I'm not sure what time this game finishes. I think it finishes about 6 o'clock. So as soon as this game finishes, we will do we will have an evening show for you as well today, guys. So it's going to be a long old, yeah, I'll be streaming for about 2 hours today, 2.5 hours. So do smash a like on the video, guys, and do subscribe because yeah, this is the first ever watch along we've done on this channel, guys. So you could be hopefully part of something special here, you know, to think you were on the first ever watch along on this channel. Yeah, let's hope that as I said, by the next time we do a stream, we'll have a really fancy overlay and it will look a lot better than it does now. Yeah, somebody's building us an overlay at the moment. So next time when you watch it, it will have something over the screen. You'll be able to see the team news constantly. You'll be able to see, you know, more information, etc., etc. But what you've got to remember, as I said, none of the first team of Leeds are playing by the looks of it. It looks like it's all of the reserves. Somebody asking about Gonzalo Ramos. We will talk about that on the show this evening, guys. There was a report coming out today saying that Manchester United had a bid rejected for Gonzalo Ramos. We will deep dive into that later on. I'm trying to get a bit of clarity on whether that bid is actually legit because it does seem a bit suspicious. There's obviously the story going around about João Felix, sorry. If you missed that video earlier, we did a video about that. So there is quite a lot of stuff that happened today, but it's just kind of trying to filter out what's actually true and what's rubbish. Because there is a lot of rubbish news around at the moment, guys. There really, really is. For anybody joining in the last few minutes, we're about 10 minutes away from kickoff now. So go and get yourself a nice cup of tea or a nice drink of something. And yeah, we will be live with the match very, very soon. And do smash a like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Obviously, everybody who's new knows the system, but we will be live again at 6 p.m. UK time and 8 a.m. UK time tomorrow morning. Every single day we go live, guys. So yeah, absolutely loving the community so far. We've got a great community here. So Ben says, what do you think of Pau Torres signing for Villa? We were linked to him before. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think Pau Torres is just kind of the same as Lindelof. I'm not convinced that Pau Torres is much better than Lindelof. I'm not. Yeah, I don't think they are. Let me know what you think in the chat, though, guys. I honestly think that Pau Torres is pretty much the same as Victor Lindelof. I never was really that excited about him. I don't know. I just thought he always looked pretty average. At the end of the day, guys, Aston Villa are going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. They really, really are. Like, the top four is going to get more and more difficult to get into over the next kind of 2 or 3 years. That's the reality of it now. It really is. Like, it's not going to be easy for Manchester United to get in the top four anymore. It's not. And that's why we do need these new owners. As I said, guys, somebody is literally making us an overlay for watch-alongs as we speak. So I'm really, really excited to share that with you guys. It will be, you know, it will just give a bit more information. You'll be able to see the team news and all the rest of it on the screen. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about that. We're really, really trying to take this channel seriously. So yeah, I hope you guys appreciate the effort. And of course, I appreciate all of you guys. Honestly, I do. I really, really appreciate the support you have shown me and this channel since we started. Only 4 weeks ago, guys. I have to pinch myself sometimes when I think about that. We only started this 4 weeks ago. Crazy, honestly crazy, guys. It's growing so quickly. So massive shouts to everybody. We're less than 10 minutes away from kickoff now, guys. So do get involved in the live chat. The players will be coming out on the pitch any minute now. Very, very excited. Yeah, it's just nice to have football back again, isn't it? Because everything's so centered around transfers and around the takeover, and like, you kind of actually forget that we like to watch football as much as we like talking about transfers and talking about other things. Like, we're here for football. That's what we're here for, isn't it, guys? So it is nice that we're getting to see some football again. And playing against Leeds, obviously historically that's a really, really big game, so it is something to be excited about. I'm just having a look at the Leeds team again. As I said before, I think there's only 1 or 2 players in the whole squad that are first team players. So, yeah. Anybody who hasn't given their score prediction for the match, please do give your score predictions. I will read out as many comments as well. Anybody who's watching it on MUTV, honestly, guys, so bad. MUTV is literally the most trashiest thing I've ever seen. It is, like, I know you're probably saying you're on YouTube and, like, this is more budget than MUTV, but... like, imagine when a new owner comes in. Does anybody know? This might be a stupid question. Obviously, you can laugh at me if it is, but is MUTV owned by Manchester United? I assume it is. That's probably a stupid question, but let me know. I believe it is owned by Manchester United, isn't it? But MUTV to me just looks like the most budget thing I've ever seen. I'm not going to lie. It really, really does. Yeah, we're less than 10 minutes away from kickoff now, guys. Really, really exciting. Welcome to everybody who's in the chat today as well, guys. As I said, this is the first time we've ever done a watch along, so thank you for bearing with me. Somebody says, I'd love to have Billy Marsh watching in the chat. Yeah, Billy Marsh is not here, unfortunately. The Liverpool fan is not here. Hopefully the Liverpool fan, Billy Marsh, does return later on into the show. Yeah, as I said, guys, as well, we will, of course, be doing our usual 6 o'clock show this evening as well. So, yeah, we've got loads to talk about on that. I don't want to kind of spoil the evening show by talking about everything now and then having nothing to speak about later. But, yeah, we do have a big show for you later. We will be talking about the Gonzalo Ramos bid that has supposedly gone in. We'll be talking about whether we think that's legit or not. I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, there's lots and lots of stuff going on around Manchester United at the moment. You know what it's like being a Manchester United fan in the transfer window. There is so much news going on. It's constant, isn't it? You're constantly bombarded with stories about this, stories about something else. It's just non-stop, isn't it? It really, really is. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you guys, the fact that you have to pay for MUTV, I'm watching it now, it is literally so bad. Twitter's apparently gone down as well, for anybody who cares. Twitter, ever since Elon Musk took over, has just literally gone down the toilet, hasn't it? So bad. Literally the biggest load of rubbish ever. I used to love Twitter, I really did, but ever since whatever he's called took over, it literally has got pretty trash, hasn't it? Does everybody in the chat use Twitter? Let me know. Right, let's see who's in the chat then. Ben says, are you going to get Fabrizio Romano on one day? I would, honestly, I'd absolutely love it. I mean, I'm not going to say no. Like, I assume, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I assume that they just pay. I assume people just pay Fabrizio to come on, right? I literally have absolutely no idea how much Fabrizio Romano would charge. I was thinking about this the other day. I genuinely was. I was thinking, I wonder how much Fabrizio Romano charges to go on, you know, YouTube channels and stuff and do like little interviews where he talks about, you know, updates and stuff. I wonder how much he charges. Because, like, I'm not going to lie to you. As good as those things are, where, you know, where Fabrizio's on someone's channel, he never really says anything that you don't know. Like, he keeps all of the juicy stuff for his own channel, doesn't he? Because Fabrizio's obviously got his own YouTube channel now. Like, it's never like you watch... It's never like you watch one of these streams with Fabrizio and he tells you all of this really exciting news. Like, he does keep it all for... Yeah, he does seem to keep it all for his own channel, doesn't he? So Alan says, Daily Red Devil is a refreshingly good new United channel. Kieran is a no-nonsense presenter and well worth listening to. Hope the first watch-along goes well, mate. Honestly, thank you so much for the support, Alan. I really do appreciate it. As I said, guys, we've only been doing this for 4 weeks. The community we've built so far, honestly, I have to pinch myself sometimes because we're growing so quickly and like it's so positive. Everybody's so nice in the chat. So yeah, big ups to everybody. And thank you very much, Alan, for that super nice comment. And obviously, anybody who is new to the channel, please do subscribe. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, guys, I have absolutely no idea how much Fabrizio Romano charges to do streams with people. I am interested, though. I would love to know how much he charges. I literally have no idea. I think he usually goes on for about 10 or 15 minutes. I reckon he probably charges like a couple of £100, I reckon, for 10 or 15 minutes. That's my prediction, but obviously that's just a guess. I haven't got that information from somewhere, but it would be interesting to know, wouldn't it? Right, we're 2 minutes away from kickoff, guys. Very excited. We've got a few quotes from Erik ten Hag, which I will bring to you really quickly. So Erik ten Hag has said the following on Mason Mount. He says, I'm sure he will contribute to the success of Manchester United because he is a quality player. Honestly, I really want Mason Mount to have a really good game today, guys. I really do. I'm excited to see where he's going to play. I think we're playing a midfield three, but let me just wait until the teams actually come out and start playing, and then I'll confirm that with you. But it does look like it will be a midfield three today, guys. Joshua says, you're now my favourite Manchester United YouTuber. Honestly, guys, again, thank you so much. I honestly do appreciate it. I just want to say as well, like, what you see of me here is how I am as a person. Like, I'm not playing up to the camera. I'm not like putting on any persona to try and get likes or get views. Like, you're literally just getting me as a person. So, and that won't change. I'm not going to start trying to do like clickbait stuff on Twitter, or, you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to get me. This is me. Obviously, if you like it, great. If you don't, I'm not gonna change myself to try and increase views or anything like that, because that's just not who I am as a person. So yeah, I honestly do really appreciate it. We've got our first super chat of the stream. This is coming in from Hanson71, and they say 45,000 members in the Scandinavian club MUFC. Amazing. Honestly, our Scandinavian supporters they honestly blow me away sometimes. The amount of support we have in Norway, Denmark, honestly, it blows me away, honestly. Obviously, I guess that's probably partly to do with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, isn't it? And that's why I want Rasmus Højlund here. That's why I want Rasmus, because we've got such a strong following in Denmark, Norway, Finland, all of these Scandinavian countries. Yeah, I really do want, what's he called? Rasmus Højlund. So yeah, thanks for this first super chat of the stream, guys. That's coming in from Hanson. If anybody wants to do super chats or, you know, gift memberships or any of those types of things, you can just hit the $sign. But yeah, let's read a few more comments. So the players are on the pitch now, guys. Everybody is shaking each other's hands. They're doing all that good stuff. They're wearing the new kit. What does everyone think of the new Manchester United kit? That's a good question, actually. Let me know in the live chat and in the comment section. What do you think of the new Manchester United kit? Again, guys, thanks to everybody who's been really supportive in the chat. I do really appreciate you all. Yeah, this is our first ever watch along, so I don't know if I'd say I'm nervous, but it is a very long time to be live, and obviously I have promised that I will go live after with the evening news. So I'm going to be live for I'm probably going to be live for about 3 hours, give or take, today, not including the stream this morning. So yeah, really, really excited though. Everybody's super nice in this community, so yeah, I can't complain. I remember, just to give you a bit of context, guys, so if you actually look on the channel's homepage, I made this channel 2 years ago, okay? I came up with the idea 2 years ago. I said, I really want to, you know, I love football. I love Manchester United. I really want to do a channel. But I started making some videos, which I didn't ever upload. I just pre-recorded and was kind of not too scared, but yeah, I didn't really want to upload. And then eventually now I've kind of got the confidence to do it. And honestly, guys, I'm completely blown away with all of your support. So massive shouts to all of you. So Varane is the captain. We can confirm. The players are all kind of huddling around the circle, the center circle. So the game will be starting any minute. I'm just going to, I am just going to, what do you call it? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to get the timer going. Give me 1 second. Again, this is all quite manual at the moment. So, all right. All right, we have kicked off, guys. The timer has started, so we have kicked off. Obviously, we will keep you updated throughout the game. I do quite like the new shirt. I'm not going to lie. I really, really do. I do quite like the new shirt. As I said, guys, I will not be buying the Manchester United shirt until the Glazers leave the club. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I really want to see where everybody's playing, and I just want to see Kobbie Mainoo. That's what I'm most excited about. Let me know in the live chat who you are most excited about seeing this match. I'm going with Kobbie Mainoo. Really, really excited to see him. Yeah, I agree with most of the people in the chat. I don't really like the sponsor at all. Team Viewer, it's literally just a rubbish sponsor, isn't it? It really is a rubbish sponsor. What even is Team Viewer? I think they're an app you use if you have a company or something to try and assign work to people. I don't know. I think it's rubbish. I really, really do. When you think of some of our old sponsors, you know, Sharp, who else? That's a great question, actually. What is your favourite Manchester United sponsor ever? Let me know in the live chat what your favourite Manchester United sponsor is ever. I would probably say Sharp, to be honest with you. I've got the original blue Manchester United, you know, with the Sharp on it, that kit. That is unbelievable, that one. Yeah, I'd probably go with Sharp, but let me know in the comment section who is your favourite Manchester United sponsor ever. I'm going with Sharp. Nothing really happening at the moment in the game, guys, just so you're aware. I'm just, yeah, I'm just, right, let me get the live chat back open. I'm just trying to juggle having the live chat and both things open at the same time. Let's have a look. Yeah, everybody in the chat saying Sharp's their favourite sponsor. Someone's saying Aeon, okay. Yeah, it's the sponsor logo which does it for me, guys. It's way too big. It really, really is. I don't get why they've made such a big, horrible Team Viewer name on the front of the shirt. I really, really don't get it. I don't like it whatsoever, but at the end of the day, that's how they make money, isn't it? So what do you really expect? What do I think of the away kit? Yeah, I quite like the away kit. Again, I don't think I've bought a Manchester United shirt. Oh, someone says Vodafone. Yeah, Vodafone was a really cool sponsor, actually, to be fair. Really, really did like Vodafone. So it's been a pretty slow game so far, to be honest with you guys, but I guess it is a pre-season friendly, isn't it? Just trying to get my head around this timer thing. 1 second, guys. Right. Do let me know in the live chat, you know, how you're getting on with the match. Amad Diallo just got fouled there, literally within about 15 seconds of the match. Anybody who's watching it with headphones in, yeah, we're around 20 seconds on our game time. We've got a free kick here for Mason Mount. Mason Mount's about to take a free kick, guys. Obviously, we will keep you updated with everything as the game proceeds. Mason Mount does suit a Manchester United shirt. At first, I thought it was going to be really weird, but he does. Somebody says it's weird seeing a Mason Mount in a United shirt. I think he suits it. I do. Like, the thing you've got to remember with Mason Mount, guys, is he's not a Chelsea supporter. He played there since he was 6, but I believe he's from Portsmouth originally. And I believe his dad actually is a Manchester United fan, someone told me. I'm not sure if that's 100% confirmed, but yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Mason Mount just took a free kick. It wasn't really very good. I thought he was going to have a shot, to be honest with you, but yeah, he didn't. Yeah, just a reminder, guys, we will be live at 6 p.m. as well. As soon as this game finishes, we will go live as well for the news show. So yeah, it's going to be quite a busy evening, guys. Lots and lots to discuss, lots of different content. I am hoping we get this Onana. Here we go. I really, really am. Just going to have a quick look and see if anything has come out around the Onana situation. I just don't understand how Manchester United... Yeah, there is a bit of a story coming out right now about Onana. It says Manchester United need to agree the Onana deal today. If they don't, he is due back at Inter Milan training tomorrow. So Manchester United need to get this sorted today, guys. They do. That's what's just coming out in the last few minutes. Onana is due back at Inter Milan training tomorrow. So they really need to get themselves into gear and get this one sorted. Manchester United are really on the front foot at the moment, guys. I don't think Leeds have had a touch of the ball yet. Kobe Mainoo just had a little touch on the ball. I tell you what, it is amazing to see Lisandro Martinez back again, isn't it, guys? I've missed Lisandro Martinez. Amad Diallo looks like a real player as well. I do really like Amad Diallo. I do. It's nice to have our first choice centre backs playing as well, because like to have Varane and Martinez, like that is amazing, isn't it? In this first game. I just hope that Varane can stay fit all season, because he does get injured quite a lot, doesn't he? I do wonder whether we will need to replace Varane at some point. He's only 30 years of age, but he does seem to get injured quite a lot, doesn't he? Do get your live chats in as well, guys. I will read out as many as possible. Obviously, I am watching the game as well, but, you know, we can always steer away from our conversation, you know. Manchester United are attacking at the moment. I'm still trying to get my head around who's who on the pitch, because there's a lot of youth players. Obviously, so there's this guy called Forson, who I've not actually heard of before. He's number 62. Let me know in the chat, guys, if anybody knows much about this Forson guy. He seems quite up for it so far. I assume he is... So it looks like Jadon Sancho's playing as a striker, which is quite weird. It looks like Jadon's down the middle, and then you've got Amad Diallo, Mason Mount, and Forson as a kind of... I think he's playing a 4-2-3-1. Hannibal's playing, obviously. Yeah, someone's down. I think Martinez is down. He seems to be all right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I know it's only the first couple of minutes, and I know it's only a pre-season match, but we look pretty exciting. We really do. Hannibal Maysbury. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Leeds are on the... Oh, Tom Heaton's on his halfway line. Oh, my God. Tom Heaton was literally on his halfway line there, guys. As I said, Leeds literally haven't had a touch of the ball yet. Manchester United have been absolutely dominating it in this first kind of 4 minutes or so. Apparently Tom Heaton's going to leave the club, though. I think that probably does make sense, you know. Yeah, so we've got this Omari Forson guy on the left wing, it looks like. Amad Diallo's looking good so far. Varane and Martinez look absolutely banging as always. It's the thing with Amad Diallo, it's like that low sense of gravity when he gets the ball. He's like, you know that as soon as somebody touches him, it's going to be a foul. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got that kind of, same as Palestri, they've got that really low force of gravity where they run, like, it looks like they're almost like close to the floor. I can't really explain it. Yeah, it's so good to see Martinez back. When Martinez got that injury, guys, I was so devastated. Honestly, so upset. Martinez is probably is my favourite player, I reckon. I just love everything about him. you can just tell how much like football means to him. Like some of the others just don't really seem bothered half the time. Like I like Rashford, but he doesn't seem interested half the time. The same with Sancho. Yeah. As Joshua says in the chat, Tom Heaton is apparently going to move to Everton. Apparently, Everton are interested in Elanga as well. Not too sure about that one though. We'll have to wait and see. What does everyone think about the João Felix link, by the way? We obviously did a video about it earlier on, but let me know in the live chat what you think about João Felix. Oh, that was nice. Who was that? That was Sancho. Sancho looks sharp. Sancho looks really sharp. Like some of the people I saw on Twitter a couple of days ago, I don't know if you saw, but there was this picture floating around of Jadon Sancho, and there's all these people trying to say that he's fat. It's like, what is wrong with these people, honestly? Like, that's not even having an opinion. That's just like plain right stupid. Like people trying to troll Jadon Sancho because of one picture where his shirt was probably being blown by the wind, and trying to say he's fat. It's just like, come on, like get a grip. If you've not got something better to do, like, it's actually sad, isn't it? Yeah, Everton seem to be buying all of the Manchester United rejects. They've just got Ashley Young. They're after Elanga. They're after Tom Heaton. Yeah, it does look like Sancho's playing as a false nine, guys. I mean, who'd have thought that? Sancho as a false nine. I'm not going to lie, guys. I quite like that. I really, really do. I don't see how Sancho's going to play in any other position next season. I don't. He's not going to get game time on the wing because you've got Rashford and you've got Anthony. And then you've also got people like Ahmad, Palestri. We've got so many wingers. Like, I don't see how Sancho's going to get any game time. Yeah, Sancho's playing as like a striker, number 9. I just hope he has a good game. I really do. Like, I'm just sick of people trolling Sancho. I honestly think that if it was another player, people wouldn't do it. So far, guys, nothing really has happened. Obviously, Leeds have got this new manager, haven't they? What's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. Let me know what the Leeds manager's name is. I just can't believe they got rid of Bielsa. Leeds under Bielsa, like their football was so exciting. They let in so many goals, but they were actually entertaining to watch. They weren't like a bottom side team, were they? Do you know what I mean? Like they played like they were Man City, but then defended like they were a championship club or worse. If anybody missed that earlier on, Tom Heaton was literally on his halfway line. Yeah. Honestly, guys, I would much rather see Sancho in this number 9 position than on the wing, to be honest. We haven't got a single striker. It's actually crazy. There isn't a single striker in our squad that's on this tour. Not one. Like an actual out-and-out striker. Because Charlie McNeil didn't go, did he? He's obviously a striker from the youth academy who's like, people say he's really, really promising, but he didn't actually go on the tour, which is a bit weird. I don't know why. I don't know whether he's injured or something. Does anybody know anything about Charlie McNeil? Why he didn't go on the tour? Amad Diallo's through on goal. I think he's offside though. Yeah, he's offside. How's everyone feeling about the season so far, about next season? Are you excited? Are you worried? Let me know how you guys are feeling. I'm pretty excited for the season to start. I think our first game's in about 4 weeks' time, isn't it? I can't even remember the last time we saw. I can't even remember the last time we saw Tom Heaton playing goal. Oh yeah, so Raphael Varane has the name McQueen on the back of his shirt. Apparently, that's for somebody called. It's for Gordon McQueen, who passed away 3 weeks ago. Yeah, okay. Played for Leeds and Manchester United. Yeah, I forgot about that. I just hope we see some goals because I'm not going to lie to you guys. The second half, we're probably going to see a whole completely different side. We've got Amad Diallo's through on goal here. Ahmad. Oh, we nearly scored there. Hannibal Mejbri nearly scored. Amad Diallo. Ahmad's just absolutely spooned it from about 10 yards away. Hannibal looks good as well. He's another player that's attracting interest from clubs. Apparently, Borussia Dortmund are interested in Mejbri. I personally, I think we've let go of too many youth players at the moment. Like, I get it. But I am a bit concerned that You know, you don't want to let go of all of your youth players and be left with no one. We are a team that, you know, we are a club by nature who does rely on youth players, and it is a bit, yeah, as Terry says in the chat, Mason Mount is looking really, really sharp today. He is. Yeah, Magebry probably should have scored there, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, as Jim says, like, some of the people that were saying that Luke Shaw was fat, it's just like, come on, get a grip. He's a professional footballer. He's clearly not going to be fat. Oh, someone's through on goal. Oh, somebody went from a shot from, like, who was that? Mason Mount. Mason Mount just tried to chip the keeper. I think he just hit it straight over the bar, didn't he? I don't know if it was a save or something. Yeah, I mean, like, we are literally playing a bunch of kids, aren't we, against Leeds? Mason Mount just tried to chip the goalie from about the halfway line. Manchester United definitely look like the better side so far, but I mean, you would expect that when you've got people like Sancho, Mason Mount, Varane, Martinez, Diallo, Sancho. You know, you've got 5 or 6 first-team players in the game today, whereas Leeds have probably got 1 or 2. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did, yeah, Luke Shaw did used to look a little bit podgy. Okay, that's a fair point, but I wouldn't ever say he's fat. Like, he's a professional footballer. He'll have a nutritionist. He'll be on a strict diet routine. I think he's just more shredded now. I think he always has been pretty built, you know? If you see pictures of Luke Shaw now, like from his holiday, he looks absolutely shredded. If anybody doesn't know what that means, it means like his body fat is looking really, really low and he's got a lot of muscle. So yeah, Luke Shaw is a beast. Like, imagine playing against him at left back. Like, he is a unit. But yeah. Amad Diallo looks exciting. Hannibal should have scored that chance, really. Yeah, as Incognito says, like, if you see pictures of Luke Shaw now, he's absolutely ripped. Yeah, he's just one of those types of people, isn't he, Luke Shaw? Who's just like, he's pretty built. He's just big boned. I wouldn't ever say he's fat. You know, in these times, I don't think you get fat footballers, really. Mount's looking really, really good so far, guys. Really, really good. I guess Mount's playing as the cam, right? We keep getting offsides against us. I don't know whether, yeah. Sancho is playing as a number 9, guys. Has Sancho ever played as a number 9 for Manchester United before? I don't think he has. But I'm not going to lie to you. I quite like the idea of Sancho as a number 9. I do. I mean, if we had, you know, 3 world-class strikers there, I'd say no, but we don't. So if we only buy Rasmus Højlund, then I wouldn't have a massive issue with Sancho playing as number 9 now and again. You've seen Man City did it with Gundogan, didn't they, and Bernardo Silva. Yeah, like I do quite like the idea of, in this passing, fast-playing football that Ten Hag wants to do, like Sancho as a number 9 could work. It could. At the moment, guys, nothing really major has happened, to be completely honest with you. Hannibal Magebry had a really good chance earlier on in the match, but other than that, it's been pretty, I don't want to say boring, but nothing massive has happened. As I said, guys, for the next stream, we will have a new overlay thing, so you'll be able to see way more information and loads of other stuff, so that'll be really exciting. At the moment, it is a little bit... Yeah, I mean, it's not bad for the first stream, I don't think. It still looks pretty good. I just want to see some goals. I really, really do. It feels kind of weird to watch Manchester United play football again. I don't know why, but it does feel a little bit weird. Feels like it's been ages, but it's only probably been about 4 weeks, hasn't it, since that League Cup final. Hopefully we get this Onana story soon. Hopefully we get him soon. Yeah, Mason Mount definitely looks really good. I'd say Mason Mount is probably the most exciting player we have seen on the pitch so far. Yeah, he's looking really, really good. I know it's only a pre-season match, and I know we're playing against kids. I do think he does it good. Joe says, Kieran, comparing the lineups of the two teams, Will it be the talk if Manchester United doesn't go up at least by a goal before half-time? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, as I said, Manchester United have a much stronger team out today than Leeds. So it would be a bit embarrassing if we don't score a goal in this first half, to be completely honest with you. But I'm not going to complain. We're looking good. We're playing quite well. Mason Mount looks good. Martinez and Varane look as good as ever. Ahmad looks good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. Like, everyone's looking good. We just need a goal just to get a bit of excitement in the air, you know? We haven't watched football for 4 or 5 weeks, and you watch football to see goals, don't you, really? Yeah, Mason Mount's coming back quite... Oh, Mason Mount, honestly. Oh. Mason Mount has got a really... His passing is incredible. It is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't watch Chelsea every week, and I've never really seen Mason Mount play that often. Obviously, I've seen him for England. I've seen him when we've played against Chelsea, and in like Champions League matches. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, obviously you've got to remember at half-time, Leeds will probably bring in a load of first-team players. They seem to all be on the bench. Usually in pre-season, I think they change the whole squad at half-time, don't they, usually? But Manchester United look really good, but I guess you'd expect that, wouldn't you, when you're playing against Leeds as, you know, under-21 team. Mainoo looks good. Martinez is looking good. Tom Heaton hasn't had to do anything yet, I don't think. It'd be interesting to see some of these other youth players that are on the bench and see who comes on at half-time, because I'm not going to lie to you, there's quite a few of them on the bench, other than Charlie Savage and Shura Tire. There's quite a few who I have never even seen play before, so yeah. Quite excited to see some of the youth players. We're getting really, really close to 4,000 subscribers now, which is amazing, guys. Really, really, really good. So if anybody watching hasn't subscribed yet, do subscribe. It doesn't cost any money. Yeah, we do go live twice a day. This is a bonus show for you guys. Like, I will be going live again as soon as this game finishes at 6 o'clock. We will... I think this game will finish at about 4:45. I'll end this stream and then we'll go live again at 6 o'clock for the evening show. So yeah, it's a really, really busy schedule at the moment. So if you do love Manchester United, then get involved. Doesn't cost any money. We've got a corner here for Manchester United. Mason Mount is about to take the corner. Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, we're completely controlling the game at the moment. I don't know what the possession stats are. Let me just have a quick look for you. But I would say we're absolutely controlling it so far. Statistics. Yeah, we've had 68% of the possession. We've had 4 shots on target. Sorry, 1 shot. Leeds are on the break here, though. Leeds are on the break. Oh. Corner to Leeds. Leeds just nearly scored, guys. Hannibal Magebury saves the day there. Great defending from Hannibal. Really, really good. We had a corner. I think it was Kobe Mainoo who lost the ball. Yeah, it was. Kobe Mainoo loses the ball. Leeds get the ball really quickly, hit the ball upfield, and they're pretty much through on goal. We had almost every player up the pitch. And Hannibal, fair play to Hannibal, he comes back and he manages to stop the shot from coming away. Literally, it was on about the penalty spot. It would have definitely been a goal. So great defending there by Hannibal. Really, really good. Hats off to the guy. Yeah, so Leeds have got a corner here. I don't, other than their number 6, I literally don't know any of the players who play for Leeds. I'm not going to lie. In this team anyway. I know they've got Dan James, they've got Patrick Bamford and people like that, but... Oh. Hannibal looks good, guys. He really, really does. Here we go. Ahmad's on the run here. Ahmad's on the break. Ahmad's fast, isn't he? Ahmad is absolutely rapid. He really is. I would really like to see Ahmad get some more game time next season. I would. There is reports that he might go out on loan to Atalanta as part of the Rasmus Højlund deal, but who knows what's going on with Rasmus Højlund, guys. There was a bit of an update on that, actually, which we will talk about on the show this evening. We do have some updates on Rasmus Højlund, which aren't actually that positive, to be completely honest with you. So we will talk about that later on. You know what Manchester United are like? They seem to only work on one deal at the time. I don't know why. I don't know what they're playing at. Yeah, very, very frustrating. Like, we've literally been linked to Rasmus Højlund since I started this channel. I think a day or two after I started this channel, we were linked to Rasmus Højlund. and we still don't have him. I remember I was on holiday and we were linked to Rasmus Højlund. We're now here and we still haven't got him. Like, what is going on? We've got a comment here. I will read it out because, like, why not? I don't, you know, I'm not shy to haters. So somebody says, I started watching your channel and I liked the content as it was different. But now you're verging off course and selling your soul, to be honest. You're quickly becoming like everyone else. Please elaborate on what you mean exactly, because obviously I appreciate any feedback. I'm not the type of person who is going to be easily offended or try and be defensive about things. I will always listen to other people's opinions because that's just the type of person I am. But I don't feel like the content has changed since I started the channel. I think it's exactly the same. This is the first ever watch along we've done. Oh, nearly scored there, guys. Yeah, I mean, we do 2 shows a day, an hour long. They're always talking about transfer news, and that's kind of what the content's been based on. But yeah, obviously do let me know if you can expand and give some more reasons as to what you are saying, because yeah, I'd love to hear them. I would. As I said, I don't shy away from feedback, so go for it. We nearly scored there, guys. Sancho passed it to Kobe Mainu, but one of the Leeds players managed to deflect it away from a corner. Mason Mount taking the corners. Mason Mount does just look really natural in a Manchester United shirt. I don't know why, he just does. Jamie says Mount will be our next Michael Carrick. Yeah, I'm excited about Mason Mount, guys. I really, really am. Yeah, Hannibal's looking good as well. I've got a good question for everybody in the chat, actually. Answer me this. Out of the people who are playing today, out of the younger players, how many of them do you think will actually make it into the youth team, into the actual team in the future? I think Hannibal will, and I think Kobe Mainu will. I don't know about some of the others. Obviously Ahmad will, but other than that, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I think Ahmad, Kobe Mainu, and Majesbury, I think they're really, really good players. I don't really know enough about the others to really give an opinion, but yeah. I mean, we saw Shola Shiratire, didn't we, quite a few times. Was it under Ollie or under... I can't remember who it was under, but I remember him playing in a couple of matches ages ago. This feels like 2 or 3 years ago. All right, let's have a look. Hannibal's just got a yellow card. I'm not sure exactly what he did. I mean, they usually are pretty strict, aren't they? Sorry, not strict. Pretty lenient in friendly matches. We honestly, we could have scored 2 or 3 goals in this game already. We really, really could. Somebody, I'm not sure what you mean, Joe. Let me know. Yeah, and as I said to you before, guys, I'm a very reasonable person outside of the internet in the real world. So if people, people have differing opinions to me, I'm not going to shoot you down or say horrible things to you. So as long as people aren't abusive, then, I'm here. This is a community. This is a place for all of us. So any feedback on anything is obviously appreciated. Yeah. As I said to you guys, I'm not going to change how I present things. I'm always going to stay the same. Yeah, some people will like it. Some people won't like it. I'm maybe not the funniest. I'm quite straight to the point and not well spoken, but I don't know. So he says, I'm not a hater. I like the channel. For me, it's the thumbnails, setting watch-alongs, the clickbait titles, super chat, etc. Not really too sure what you mean, to be honest. I mean, so what are you saying? It's the thumbnails, setting, watch-alongs. I mean, this is the first watch-along we've ever done. So if enough people in the chat don't want me to do watch-alongs, then I won't do it. But I thought that people enjoyed watch-alongs. I've always enjoyed watch-alongs. I never listen to commentators anymore because I think they talk complete rubbish. I would always prefer to be part of a community. I would always have, whenever I'd watch-alongs in before, I'd have my AirPod in, I'd be on my phone, I'd listen to a watch-along on my phone, because I just think the commentators chat complete rubbish. I really, really do. What are the other bits you're saying? Clickbait titles. I mean, all of the titles that we do are based on some sort of news story, Like, we don't ever make up news. Like, that's not something I'll ever do. I'm not going to make up something, or I'm not going to claim my opinion is a fact. That's not something I would do either. I've always said to you guys every single time that everything I say, I will give you where the source has come from, and I will also then give my opinion, and I'll also say you've got to make up your own opinion. That's just how I like to present things. I'm not going to tell you whether you're right or wrong. That's up for you to make your decision. But I do appreciate your feedback, of course, but I do think that in this YouTube world, like, yeah, I don't really know. I'm not sure what you mean about super chat as well. Like, we read out people's messages for free. Like, I could literally say I'm not reading out any of your messages. You have to pay to read out messages, but I don't do that. I'm not particularly pushy on getting people to pay money for the channel. I ask you to subscribe, but at the end of the day, that's if you like the channel. If you don't like the channel, then obviously you don't have to subscribe. But I do appreciate your feedback, of course. And at the end of the day, you've just got to remember that once the season starts, like, there won't be any transfer news. So it's not going to be João Felix loan or Gonzalo Ramos bid or whatever. Like, those titles are just based on news stories, and then we discuss whether those news stories are true or not. I'm not going to put in a new, when we're doing a watch along, I'm not going to put Mason Mount has just scored a hat trick when he hasn't. That's just how it is at the end of the day. When there's transfer news, every single channel, you go on Sky Sports, you go on BBC Sport, you go on any news platform, they post news stuff. They post gossip stuff, because that's what the transfer window is about, isn't it? Nobody knows what's actually happening, really. Like, I've never said to you guys that, that I know more than you do. I'm getting information that is available to everybody out there. All of you are able to access the same information I'm getting. I spend hours and hours a day looking through stuff and getting bits of information and kind of researching for the shows. Yeah, I'll never make up a title that's like, I'm claiming as an opinion. Sorry, I'm claiming as a fact that's an opinion, because I know that I have seen other people do that before. So you're saying, I know it's the first watch along. That's what made me think of it. To put it short, you used to be unique, but now you're slowly becoming like all the other United channels. Don't take it as criticism. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I actually take it as a compliment. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I had somebody in the live chat earlier saying like, United stand is better. And literally, I was talking to my partner about this afterwards, and I said, to be even compared to the United stand, which has been going for 8 years, probably has 20 employees, probably makes hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, if not millions of pounds a year, has a studio in Manchester. To even be compared to that, honestly, I was honoured. We've been doing this for 4 weeks. I'm doing this from a room in my house. But even somebody to come on here to say the United stand is better, like, I was honoured to even be put in the same situation, But yeah. Like, if people don't enjoy the watch-alongs going forward, I probably won't do them, I think what I give you, which is different to other channels, is you will always just get me, 100% me. I'm not going to play up for the camera. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. I'll give you my honest opinion. But at the end of the day, yeah, other channels do news. That's how it works, You will get me as a person of how I am. Anyway, let's go back to the game. Any feedback, of course, I do appreciate. I have got a bit sidetracked there. I do apologise. But yeah, so at the moment, guys, it's still 0-0. Not really much going on, to be completely honest with you. Daniel Farke is still on the sidelines looking pretty grumpy. I haven't really seen much of Ten Hag, have we? Yeah. I haven't seen much of Ten Hag. I'm sure he is still there. Hopefully he's not doing an Ollie and sat on the side on Netflix. Remember? If you know, you know. Ollie sat on the bench every time on his Netflix account watching the latest season of Black Mirror or whatever he was watching. Manchester United have got a break here. Yeah, but back on that other thing really, really quickly. I honestly think, like, obviously I've seen all of the other channels. I think all of them are actually quite different, And I'll say this to you now, guys, as well. I'm not the type of person that if somebody criticizes, I'm going to change the way I do things. Like, I'll do it how I like. And honestly, if people like it, that's great. I'm not going to be kind of influenced by, if somebody says, oh, it'd be great if you started getting on like Fabrizio Romano or something like that, then obviously I would look into something like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the game, guys. Leeds, I'm not going to lie to you, Leeds look pretty good. They do. There's this, what's his name? Number 23. I remember he played against us last season, didn't he? And he was actually quite good. What's his name? Let me just get his name up for you guys. Yeah, Sinestra? Luis Sinestra? I'm not sure if you remember him, but he definitely played against us in the Premier League, I think, last season. He looked really, really good. Lots of people were saying that he looked really, really good, didn't he? That Sinestra guy? I think he's Italian. If anybody, let's just say this actually, guys, because I did get distracted there. If anybody wants to give any feedback or any ways and other content that you want me to do, if you want me to do like analysis on players and stuff, there's an email address in our bio on YouTube. You can email in. So if you're like, oh, Kieran, I think it would be amazing if you started doing like a fan forum or, you know, an in-depth analysis on Erik ten Hag's tactics, or like if you have any suggestions on content, I'm more than happy to announce that, to talk about that. So there's an email address in our YouTube description which you can go and do. Apparently he's Colombian. Yeah, he looks really, really good. That guy, Sinestra. I know quite a few clubs were linked to him, weren't they? Somebody's saying, "How do I watch the game, please?" It's on MUTV. You do unfortunately have to pay for it, which yeah, there isn't any way to watch it for free, unfortunately. Thanks to all the people in the chat who were being positive as well. And as I said, guys, I don't, you know, if you do have any feedback on content, then do just drop me an email. I'd love to get you guys. At the end of the day, this is a community. You know, I'm here to provide content and to have somewhere for us all to enjoy talking about Manchester United. So if you do have any ideas for content, then do let me know in the via email, and we will, of course, look into it. Somebody's saying there's a report about Jim Ratcliffe buying Barcelona. I'm not sure about that. Let me just have a quick look, guys. He was linked to Barcelona before, wasn't he, Jim Ratcliffe, a few years ago? I've not heard anything about that. Yeah, just on a bit of a side note, guys, it's mad that it's absolutely mad that that the deal for Declan Rice hasn't gone through yet. I know this is a Manchester United channel, but like that happened like what, 2 or 3 weeks ago. We got the here we go, and they still haven't signed him. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird because there was a story coming out earlier on today, guys, that apparently what are they called? West Ham will go for Scott McTominay once the West Ham deal goes through, apparently. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Yeah, if anybody does want the email address, then it's if you go in the about section and then go on for business inquiries, and the email address is there. It's in the about section, guys, on my YouTube page. Yeah, I don't know why this Declan Rice deal hasn't happened. There's a story coming out in the last couple of minutes saying West Ham are becoming increasingly frustrated about the delay with the deal to sell Declan Rice to Arsenal. Like, I don't really know what's going on. Weird. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not been the most exciting game, to be honest. It hasn't. It really hasn't. Mason Mount's looked good. Amad Diallo's looked good. Mejbri's looked good. Other than that, not really much to shout about. I don't think the defence have had much to do. It's been a pretty slow game. And it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. It will. I did think we were going to play a 4-3-3 today, guys, but it does look like it's a 4-2-3-1. Somebody says Sancho is not good enough for Manchester United. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I haven't made up my mind on Jadon Sancho yet. I think it is too early. He's only been here 2 years. He's only 23 years of age. He's had a lot of stuff going on off the pitch, is what we're kind of being told, isn't it? Obviously, he went away for 2 months to kind of, I don't know, sort himself out, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I think Jadon Sancho will come good. I do. I just wonder whether he should go out on loan maybe for a season. I think that could be a good move for the player, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I can't see anything about Sir Jim Ratcliffe wanting to buy Barcelona, guys, so I'm not too sure about that one. If anybody knows where I can find this information about Jim Ratcliffe buying Barcelona, do let me know, and I will have a look, of course. I think this will be the longest stream we've ever done, guys. Obviously, usually we do an hour, so this is going to be like... How long is this one going to be? It's going to end up being about 2 hours long, which is mental. And as I said, we will be going live straight after with the evening show as well, so... There's really not much to shout about in this game, though, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know it's only the first pre-season match, but nothing really to shout about as it stands. Mason Mount did try and chip the goalkeeper. That was quite entertaining. Mason Mount's put in some good balls. Other than that, yeah, I don't really know, to be honest with you. Been pretty slow, to be honest with you. But I guess it is the first game of the season, guys. It is. How long have we got until the actual Premier League starts? Is it 4 weeks today? I think it's the 10th of July, isn't it? Sorry, 10th of August. We're in their box now. Amad Diallo. Oh, Amad Diallo's just fallen over like he's been shot. I don't think he even got touched, but Amad Diallo just kind of fell over. I thought this was going to be a really high-scoring game, guys. I really, really did, but it's been pretty slow so far. 3-1 is my prediction. So we need to see a few goals if this is going to... So someone's saying, finance expert Maguire say Ratcliffe will try and buy Barcelona. Kieran Maguire. I thought you were trolling me then. Kieran Maguire. I thought you were saying Maguire has told you that Ratcliffe's going to buy Barcelona. I was thinking, what? All right, okay. Yeah, so there is a story coming out about that. We will talk about it. We'll talk about it on this evening's show, guys. Thanks for bringing that up. I will do a bit of research into this story, and then we will talk about it on this evening show. There is quite a few people reporting this story. I mean, they're all relatively. I mean, yeah. Kieran Maguire. Yeah, I do know that Ratcliffe was interested. So I didn't even know that Barcelona was up for sale. Yeah, does anybody know if this Kieran Maguire is Harry Maguire's brother? Let me know in the live chat. I'm not sure if he is, to be honest. I don't think he is. I think someone's trolling me. Yeah, there is a few people reporting this story, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, we will talk about that on the show this evening, guys. That's that. Thank you for bringing that into the show, because there's a few people putting this story out. Manchester Evening News, a couple of not very good newspapers as well, Express, Daily Mail, all coming off this quote from Kieran Maguire, who is a finance expert. So yeah, we will talk about that on the show this evening. Yeah, lots of people in the chat saying he's legit. Thanks for that, guys. We will properly talk about it on the show this evening. That will give us a good topic for this evening's show, won't it, guys? So yeah, we will talk about that in depth, and I will do a bit more research into it. I'll listen to the interview, etc. and then we can talk about that one properly. So thank you to whoever it was who brought that up in the chat. Apparently he's been on Stretford paddock. Yeah, I don't know why Sancho is playing as a number 9, to be honest with you. It is a bit strange, but at the end of the day, guys, we don't have any strikers, so yeah, I'm not really too sure what else we were supposed to do. We needed Rasmus Højlund on this tour. We really, really did. How's everyone feeling about the takeover? We're not going to do our usual one where we go on about it for hours, but is everyone feeling like all right? I'm talking more on like, you know, I am somebody who is an advocator. Is that the right word? Kind of pushes mental health stuff, and I think it's okay to talk about feelings and all the rest of it. How is everybody feeling? Like, I'm asking you now on a personal level. I'm kind of, you know, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here, but I think it's important. Like, how is everyone's mental health at the moment? Like, are you coping well with the whole situation? You know, with the takeover, like, are you feeling all right? You feeling positive, or is it really getting to you still? Like, do let me know. Because obviously that's the point of this community as well. It's somewhere where we can all come together. You know, if somebody's not feeling good, then we should have other people there to be there for each other. I know some people say that sounds a bit soft, but yeah, I do think it's important, especially with men. I think it's important for men to kind of talk about feelings and stuff. So it's still 0-0 here in the game. We've got 41 or so minutes played. It's not been the most exciting game of football, to be completely honest with you. It's been pretty boring. I've enjoyed the chat so far, though. Lots and lots of good chat has happened. Other than that, yeah, it's been pretty uneventful. A couple of players have looked good. Mason Mount looks good. Kobe Mainoo looks good. This Fernandez guy at left back, he looks quite good as well. I've heard quite a lot of good things about him. I think he is Spanish. I can't remember I think it's Alvaro Fernandez, but it's with a Z. He looks really good. He's someone that I would like to see get some game time next season. I think he was on loan at Preston last season, wasn't he? There's Erik ten Hag. We just had a little shot of Erik ten Hag on the camera. There's a lot of like really intricate passing going on in their box, you know, when we get the ball, but like we don't really ever seem to make any chances. Let's read out a few more comments. Yeah, Amad Diallo's looking good. He really, really is. Yeah, I don't even want to think about the Glazers staying or Sergio Ratcliffe getting the club. I don't even want to think about that, to be completely honest with you at this point. I don't want to think about that. I don't even want to entertain it. There's no point like thinking about those negative thoughts, because I don't want to say like live in a deluded world where everything's, you know, amazing, but what's the point in, you know, wearing ourselves down with a potential hypothetical reality? Until we know for sure that the Glazers are staying or whatever, I don't want to even think about it, to be completely honest with you. So, yeah. I think it did affect me a lot more at the beginning of the transfer window, like in the last couple of, you know, when they first announced that the club was being sold, I was thinking about it constantly. I was like, oh, I can't wait for them to go. They're definitely going to go. It's going to be announced. And after like the 4th bid or 5th bid, I was just a bit like, yeah, I don't know. It's been 7 months. Obviously, they've signed all these non-disclosure agreements, haven't they? So, yeah. I quite like, this is a bit of a weird comment, guys, but I really like the new socks that the Manchester United players have got. The new black socks. They've got like a print underneath them. They're really, really cool. I like them. Imagine that. Imagine if I did a stream. Imagine if I did a stream wearing a full Manchester United kit. I'll have boots on and everything. Have the boots on, the shin pads. Maybe I'll do that if the Glazers leave. I'll do a stream wearing a full Manchester United kit. Imagine that. And then I'll even do a vlog of me going down to the shop in the kit with the boots on and everything. Imagine how much of an idiot I would look like. You know, like little kids do when they go to matches and they wear like the full kit with the socks and everything. It's obviously all right if you're a kid, but if you're like a fully grown man, it's definitely not all right, I don't think. Right. We're coming up to half time here, guys. Mainoo looks like he's gone down injured. Mason Mount took a free kick. Nothing really came of it. We're on the edge of their box. We've been on the edge of their box quite a lot. Sancho's just given the ball away and now Leeds are on the break. Nothing really coming of it, though. Manchester United, fair play to them. Mason Mount's just got the ball back. Well done to him. Martinez is really far up the pitch today. Not sure what's going on here. It's half time, guys. Half time. I will reset the clock because obviously, yeah, it's half time. So if anybody wants to go and get a juice or whatever it is, you know, get a glass of water or whatever, then obviously go and do that now. Everybody's going off the pitch. As I said, it was a pretty boring game. I'll be completely honest with you. Not really much to report to you. Very, very average. Mason Mount looked good. Amad Diallo looked all right. Hannibal Magebury looked all right. Anybody just joining, it's half time. It's 0-0. Not really much to be excited about. I know that sounds a bit negative, but yeah, I don't really know. Somebody's asking about takeover news. We will be talking about the takeover on the show this evening at 6 o'clock. I'm just trying to focus on the game today. Let's read out a few more comments here whilst we are on half time. So Liam says, mate, mental health. My missus just told me she's 9 weeks pregnant. My youngest is 8. I was on the home stretch. Suppose it's a blessing, really. Mate, honestly, congratulations. That's amazing. I know obviously it sounds a bit, you know, as soon as you find out that someone's pregnant, that is obviously quite scary, but that's amazing, honestly. Like, congratulations. Yeah, honestly, congratulations. Massive shouts to Liam, and yeah. 9 weeks pregnant, so what? Yeah. Shout outs to Liam in the chat for that one. I guess you won't know yet whether it's a boy or a girl, will you? That's way too early. I don't know. When do you find out whether it's a boy or a girl, or you're not going to find out? Yeah, congratulations. I'm sure it is a bit daunting, but yeah. I've quite enjoyed the watch along, the first one. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just, as I said, guys, I'll always be honest with you. I'll always give you my feelings and my opinions. I definitely much prefer doing the kind of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. news shows. I much prefer them. I think it's because I'm still getting the hang of it. I'm trying to watch the game and read the chat, and my brain's also thinking about other things as well. Yeah, so I am going to have to master it a little bit more. I'm going to get another screen so I can have the game on one and then have YouTube on the rest. And yeah, it's been okay. It's not been the most exciting game, to be completely honest with you. It's been pretty boring, so yeah. That's a great analogy. That's a really good analogy. I love that. So Fred says, the takeover is like a pregnancy, months of sickness, moods and anxiety, but it all comes good in the end. Patient, guys. That's honestly, I love that. I really, really do. Really, really nice. And it's just so nice that everybody's being so supportive about it as well. I'm sure nobody's going to be like, you know, laughing at you because you're having a kid, but it's just nice that you have this community and everybody's, you know, loving it. And again, thanks to everybody who's been really positive about the first ever watch along. As I said, we will have a new overlay soon, so we'll have a bit more going on the screen, just to, you know, with the team news and all the rest of it. But yeah, this is the first ever one. So yeah, you're potentially part of history here, or maybe you're not, but who knows. Right. Do let me know what you thought of the first half, guys. What did you think? I would say it was pretty boring, to be completely honest with you. You know, I'm usually a very positive person, but it wasn't the most exciting game of football I've ever seen, to be completely honest. It wasn't. But what do you expect? It's a pre-season match. Half the team were, you know, under 21 players. You had Mason Mount. He was good. Mason Mount looked decent. Other than that, don't really know what to say. Amad Diallo looked all right. Kobe Mainoo looked all right. Sancho didn't look great in the number 9 position, but obviously he doesn't play. He's never played as a number 9 before, so that is a bit weird. Yeah. I'd probably give the game so far a 6 out of 10. I'd say it was very, very average. It would have been nice to get a few goals, because I am worried that in the second half Leeds are obviously going to bring on all of their kind of first team players, and then we're going to bring on loads of like reserves, and we might just get absolutely battered. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope that, you know, Charlie Savage comes on, Shola Shiratiri comes on, etc., etc. And let's hope that in the second half we get some goals and the game opens up a bit, because it mainly was just Manchester United attacking, kind of floating around the Leeds United box. Leeds United would get the ball, they'd go on the break, they'd nearly score, and that was kind of just what happened all game. I'm not going to be doing reactionary videos after this saying, you know, it's an absolute disgrace that we didn't score. Like, everybody's got to be realistic. These games are just for fitness. When you're 1 or 2 games away from the Premier League, you know, when we're like in the last 2 games of the pre-season, like, you would then, when you've got your first team out there, you do want to start seeing some good football being played. But at the end of the day, guys, this is a complete mismatch of people. You've got Sancho as the striker. Obviously, the defense is quite solid, but you've got Tom Heaton in goal. Like, it's nothing really to be that excited about, is it? To be completely honest. Yeah, somebody says it was just boring. Yeah, it was. And that's why, like, on a reel with you guys, that's why I like doing these watch-alongs and watching them, because a lot of the time the commentators are so boring, and I do just quite like having like a chat and listening to other people, and there's things going on. Somebody's just said that they find out their partner's pregnant. I mean, you don't get that when you're listening to Michael Owen and Rio Ferdinand, do you? They just talk absolute rubbish, to be completely honest with you. So yeah. Irish Road Racing says, let me know when my time is up on the naughty step. Mate, you're not on the naughty step. Don't worry about it, honestly. I have no ego. What you see on the camera is what people who know me in real life see. I'm not, you know, Josh says you are on the naughty step apparently. So I'll let the chat dictate whether you are on the naughty step or not. But as I said, I have not taken any offense to it whatsoever. I have not. Terry says you got 5 minutes left on the naughty step. So yeah, I'll let the chat dictate when you can come off the naughty step, mate. In my books, you're off the naughty step, but I think the chat win on this occasion. Let's have a look. So somebody says, guys, Ahmad looks like he has something to offer. Yeah, I agree. Sancho looks really, really good, guys. Sorry. Ahmad looks really, really good. Sancho, not so much. He doesn't. But I'm not gonna be mean about him. It's only the first game of preseason. I mean, look at the commentators on MUTV. Like, who are these people? Honestly, MUTV is absolute trash, and I am very resentful that I am actually watching this on MUTV. The commentators are bad enough on Sky Sports and BT, but on MUTV, it's literally the bottom of the barrel. We've got our second super chat of the day coming from Hanson79, and he says, it's crazy, we should have had 5 goals. Yeah, I completely agree with you. We should have got some goals in that game. We really should have. We were constantly circling around their box. Nothing really seemed to happen. We definitely should have scored some goals, guys. I did go with a 3-1 prediction for this game. I'm not sure whether that will actually happen now. Obviously, Leeds are about to bring on all of their first-team players, so we might struggle in the second half. But again, Hanson, thank you for the super chat, and thank you for supporting the channel. It is really, really appreciated, as always. And of course, thank you to everybody else in the channel who comes and watches every single stream. I honestly do appreciate you guys, so massive shout-outs to all of you. So everything Carpy says, I look at it like this. Jim Ratcliffe wanted to buy 69% and buy Glazers out and couldn't compete with Qatar if that stood. United... Qatari owned now, so not really too sure what you mean there, mate, to be honest. As I said on the show this morning, I almost do think that the silence around the takeover is maybe actually a positive, that maybe stuff is going on behind the scenes, but that's just me trying to be positive. As I said, guys, I am a positive person in the real world, and on here, I'm not somebody who likes to spread negativity. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to make stuff up to try and get clicks. So everything we talk about has got a source from somewhere. And I do always give my opinion, but I'm not the type of person who's going to come out with really, really negative headlines to try and get clicks or, yeah, etc., etc. Everyone's still being mean to Irish Road Racer. All right, guys, Irish Road Racing, you're officially allowed off the naughty step, okay? I mean, you never were on the naughty step in the first place. I could have not read out your comment, but that just shows the kind of person I am. I won't shy away from criticism, okay? I won't. Like, if people have feedback, then obviously you're more than welcome to give it. But I would actually prefer it if you did it via email, because then we can actually have a bit of a conversation. I can get some ideas from you. You know, in the middle of a game on a live chat, it's not probably the best way of doing it. But obviously you didn't know that, so it's completely fine. So if anybody does have any ideas for content, if they want me to do match reactions, if they want me to do fan forums, you know, maybe people are like, I really want to get involved with the channel, I want to come on, I want to do a fan forum, like, do get involved, drop me an email, and I'm more than happy to kind of discuss those things. But yeah, so let's have a look. Liam says, has Ahmad bulked up at all? To be honest with you, I didn't really notice it. Let me just have a look. I don't think so. I do think he's still very small and skinny. I think Kobe Mainoo's bulked up a bit. But Amad Diallo, I'm not too sure, to be completely honest with you. Yeah. Kobe Mainoo definitely looks like he's put on a bit of muscle. Did anybody see that picture of, was it Xavi at Barcelona? That picture they put up? I don't think I can put it in the chat, but I'll see if I can find it and stick it on the stream. Have a look on Barcelona's Instagram. I know this isn't a Barcelona channel, but, you know, there's always that thing where players go to Barcelona, like you saw it with Lewandowski, and then they put up a picture, and they're absolutely massive. There was a picture that Barcelona put up earlier on today of Xavi, Gavi, whatever, however you pronounce his name, Gavi, that guy, and he looked absolutely huge. I don't know what they're giving those players over in Barcelona. I really don't, or what diet they're putting them on, because they turn these like ridiculously skinny guys into these absolute beasts. Like, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, as Fred says, that was a positive, boring first half. Yes, it was. It was pretty boring. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm glad that we had this chat, because I probably would have... I don't know what I would have done if I wasn't speaking to you guys. I mean, I keep looking back at the MUTV commentators, and they're literally just making me think, like, who are these people and why are they on my screen? I mean, you might be thinking the same thing about me, but... They're doing the advert for that Wrexham match now, and you've got Ryan Reynolds and Rob, whatever he's called. Yeah, Manchester United. That game is literally just a marketing ploy, isn't it? Manchester United versus Wrexham. Like, who... It's ridiculous, isn't it? I got a good question for you, actually, guys. Let me ask you this. Where do you think Wrexham will end up? Do you think they'll ever get to the Premier League? And how many years do you think it will take? How many years do you think it will take for Wrexham to get to the Premier League? Do you think they ever will? And if so, how many years do you think? Anybody just joining? Obviously, we are doing a watch along for the Manchester United Leeds game. It's currently 0-0. It was relatively uneventful. We could have scored a few goals. Amad Diallo looked okay. Kobe Mainoo looked okay. Mason Mount had a really good performance. Nobody was bad, but nobody was like amazing. It was just kind of average all round. So yeah, that's where we are. Fred says they call it steroids. I mean, I'm not going to start saying they're taking steroids. But yeah, I honestly do think that Wrexham could get to the Premier League. I'm not saying in a couple of years, but I think eventually. Like, Rob Reynolds and the other owner have got money, haven't they? And they'll be able to get investment in that team. Like, I could see it happening. I could. I really, really could. If you think of like Luton, I think Luton were in League 2 not that long ago, were they? They're in the Premier League now. I think next season's really important for Wrexham. I think if they get promoted again, then I think they'll kind of keep going. But I think if they get relegated, then they might just get stuck in a bit of a rut. Yeah, so we are expecting in the second half every player to be changed. So it'll be a completely whole new starting 11. So I will read out all of the players when they come out onto the pitch, but quite a lot of them are going to be new to us. Obviously, there's people like Charlie Savage. There is people like Shola Shiratire. I can't remember who else is on the bench, to be completely honest with you guys. But we are expecting it to be a full squad change. So yeah, it'll be a completely new starting 11 for the second half of the match. That is what we're expecting. Yeah, literally, it's a whole new starting 11 coming out. Even the goalkeeper. So we've got that Matej Kovar. I think he's from Czech Republic. He was on loan last season in the Czech Republic League at Sparta Prague, and he won the league. So we've got Charlie Savage is on the pitch. He's played a couple of times for Manchester United. I'm just seeing who else we've got. I assume it's that Will Fish guy as well. We've got Bennett. We've got a couple of people I've heard of, to be fair. I don't really know what's going to happen with Charlie Savage, to be completely honest with you. Like, do you think Charlie... Yeah, I mean, Leeds are bringing out all of the... They're bringing out Dan James. They're bringing out Ayling. I don't know if Bamford is there. Is Bamford there? I can't see him. But yeah, they're bringing out their first team. So this is going to be a test now. This is going to be a really, really big test for these young players of Manchester United. Yeah, we will have to wait and see what happens. I haven't even got the earbud in with the commentators of the match, because I literally just don't even want to hear them. I'd rather just have silence than listen to them. I do just think they talk complete rubbish, to be completely honest with you. We've got quite a lot to talk about on the show this evening as well, guys. As I said, as soon as this stream will finish at about 5:45, and then we will go live again about 6ish with the evening show. So yeah, lots and lots to get into as always on that show. What's everyone's prediction for the second half? Let me know in the live chat what your predictions are for the second half of the game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have really enjoyed this first watch along. I have. All right, the second half has started. Let me just get the what do you call it? The thing going. There we go. Second half has officially begun, guys. We're about 5 seconds in. I was a couple of seconds late starting the clock, so I do apologise for that. I was too busy talking to you lot. So yeah, here we go. This is the Manchester United lineup for the second half, guys. So we've got QATAR in goal. We've got a defence of Gerardo, Fish, Bennett and Williams. We've got Gore, Hansen and Charlie Savage in midfield. And then we've got Emeran, Hugill and Shoretire as the kind of front three. So it is literally a whole youth team coming out here. Let me know in the live chat if there's anybody from this team who you're really excited about seeing. I'd probably say Charlie Savage. I'd probably say... probably just Charlie Savage, to be completely honest with you. There's a couple of other players that I've seen clips of, but not a lot of. But do let me know if there's anybody you're really excited to see get a chance. I still hope we get some goals, I really do, because that would be a bit rubbish, wouldn't it? Our first ever watch along together and we don't get any goals. Even if it's goals against us, I'd rather we didn't, but I do hope we get some goals and there is at least some entertainment for us to all kind of enjoy together, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, let's have a look. It is good though, isn't it? It is good that these players get a chance, and you know they go on the pre-season tour. I'm just not sure how, not how effective, but like, yeah, I'm not really too sure. Like, how many of these players are actually going to ever make it as Manchester United players? That's the thing that you always ask yourself, isn't it? You know, they go off on the tour, it's great experience, but then are they going to ever actually become Manchester United players properly? I mean, imagine if they come out and completely smash it. Oh, Shoretire's, no. As I said, guys, Leeds have also completely changed their starting 11. So Leeds have pretty much got their first team out, their usual players. They've got people like Ayling, Dan James is playing, etc., etc. Apparently, what's he called? Will Fish is going to be sold by Manchester United. We'll talk about that on the show this evening. So, Will Fish is playing today. He's playing as centre-back, but apparently he is being sold by Manchester United. We will talk about that, as I said, on the show later today. I can't believe we haven't got the Here We Go yet for Onana, guys. I don't know what's going on there. It's really, really annoying me. Yeah, Will Fish has apparently... Sorry, he's not been sold. It's going to go out on loan. But yeah, we will talk about that later on. So let's hope that he has a really good game today, guys. Let's hope that this Will Fish guy... I have heard really, really positive things about him. I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't seen him play that often. I've seen him a couple of times. But yeah, let's hope that he has a really, really good game today. Because obviously he is going to go out on loan. We've got loads to talk about on the show this evening, actually. There's a story about Scott McTominay that I'm quite excited to talk to you guys about, which I know a lot of you will be excited to hear. I mean, at the end of the day, at the very bare minimum, it's good for these young players to get some game time and, you know, at least Ten Hag can have a good look at them. And if he doesn't think they're good enough to be at Manchester United, then he can just get rid of them, because I do think that needs to happen. I do think that, you know, if they're not good enough, then they need to either go out on loan or be sold, realistically. I'm not saying release them. That's obviously a bit dramatic, but we definitely need to get some more players out on loan next season. Right, let's see how we are. Somebody's saying they think it's going to be 1-0 Manchester United. Yeah, I hope so. I don't think it's 1-0 yet, guys. At least it's not on my stream. I'm on about 50 minutes. This is on MUTV, mine. To be fair, like, Manchester United look actually pretty good this half. They look better than they did in the last half. The big question is, guys, is where is Fred? Like, why is Fred not playing? Do we think that Fred is going to leave the club? I think he probably is, to be honest with you. We did talk about him going to Fulham. I do wonder whether Fred will leave. We look pretty solid. We really, really do. I'm enjoying it so far. We're on the break here, guys. I'm not sure who this is. I need to become familiar with some of these players, because at the moment, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't know a lot of them. Yeah. This Emerin guy, he looks pretty good. It is still 0-0 at the moment, guys. There's not really much has happened since half time. It's been pretty slow, but they do look up for it. Like, fair play to these kids. They're giving it a good go. I wouldn't say there's a massive difference from the first half and the second half so far. I'd say that we're probably kind of on a level pegging field. So yeah, let's stay positive. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm really excited about the evening show tonight. I am. I love doing these evening shows, and I love doing the morning shows as well. Really, really enjoy them. I'm going to have to get used to these watch-alongs, because it is obviously something very new to me. And ultimately, I'll be completely honest with you guys. If I do like 5 or 6 of them and I don't enjoy them, I won't just keep doing them just for kind of the sake of likes or clicks and stuff. Like, I want to make sure that what I'm doing I enjoy. I'm not just going to do stuff. I'm not enjoying this one, by the way, guys. I am enjoying it so far, but yeah. I'm just still trying to get my head around it. It's a bit confusing. I probably will change my setup as well. I want it to be a bit more natural. I want to be kind of sat on a sofa. I'll have a clip-on microphone and have like a laptop there so I can look at the chat and stuff. And then I'll be watching it on my big TV, because at the moment I'm watching it on my computer and it's all there's a bit too much going on, you know? Quite hard to focus. So when we start getting the Premier League games and Champions League, I want to be a bit more chilled. I want to be kind of sat on the sofa. Yeah, people saying they're a bit ahead. I'm on around 52 minutes on my MUTV channel at the moment. So second half lineup, somebody's asking in the chat. Let me just get it up for you again, guys. There's a whole new lineup, completely new. So the second half lineup, we have Matej Kovar in goal. We've got Reece Bennett, Will Fish, Gerardo, and Brandon Williams is playing. I didn't even realise that. I completely forgot about Brandon Williams. I mean, he's a player who 100% needs to leave the club this summer. He really, really does. So Brandon Williams, then we've got Daniel Gore, Isaac Hansen Aaron, Charlie Savage, Shola Shiratire, Noam Emerin, and Joe Hugo. So yeah, it literally is all youth players apart from Brandon Williams, who obviously has played in the first team before. Charlie Savage, I think, has played a couple of times in the first team. They look good. I'm impressed. They're holding their nerve. This Kovar guy, he looks good. I've heard really positive things about him, to be honest. This Kovar goalkeeper, he looks pretty solid. So far, I can't really complain. It's not been bad whatsoever. We're about 53 minutes into the game, guys. I do hope, for the sake of the live stream, it's not a 0-0, because that is a bit boring. But sometimes that happens in football, doesn't it? Sometimes that happens. I'm just like constantly waiting for Fabrizio to come out with the here we go. I'm just like, come on. Come on, sign Onana. Yeah, I do want to say though, Kobe Mainoo in that first half, he looked really, really good. Mason Mount looked really, really good. Ahmad looked pretty good. Hannibal looked really good. I think there's a few players from that first half who did do quite well. Jadon Sancho, I wasn't really convinced about in a number 9. I was quite excited at first. I thought, you know, if we can find a place for Jadon that isn't going to stop Anthony, Rashford, etc. playing, then like that's great. But I don't think Jadon really did very good as a number 9, to be completely honest with you guys. But do let me know if you disagree. Do let me know if you disagree with Jadon. We just need Rasmus Højlund. We really, really do. I just wish that Rasmus was on this tour. There's something on Twitter going around now. Again, we'll talk about this on the evening show. I believe it's Taremi, who obviously plays for Porto. His agent is at has just put an Instagram story of him at Old Trafford. I mean, that could be nothing, but he is a player we've been linked to, Taremi from Porto. His agent's just put up on his Instagram story a picture of him at Old Trafford. I mean, that could mean anything, though. It could, couldn't it? But he is someone we were linked to. He's available for about £20 million, apparently. Obviously plays in the Portuguese league for Porto. So, again, we'll talk about that on the evening show. We're trying to focus on the football today. Leeds have got a corner here. Yeah, I probably would say that Kobe Mainoo was the standout player in that first half. But let me know in the live chat, guys, who was your standout performer in the live chat in the first half of the game? I'd probably say Kobe Mainoo for me personally. Yeah, I think you're right, Neil. Will Fish did play in the preseason last year and got sent off, didn't he? I mean, to get sent off in a friendly, it's got to be pretty bad, isn't it? Like, you have to do something really, really naughty to get sent off in a friendly match. So we've got someone here. Ollie Universe says, Rashford will be number 9 with Højlund as backup. Sancho and Garnacho on the left. Anthony and Ahmad on the right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did think that for a while. I reckon Rashford could be a striker next season. I do. Leeds are really, really pressing us high today. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Rashford's used as a striker next summer. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, I do prefer Rashford as a winger, though. I do. But we haven't got the budget to be saying who we prefer. Ultimately, we've got to make the best of the situation we have, don't we, at the moment? Got to be realistic with what we've got. Oh. Again, guys, it's been a pretty slow match. Not really too much happening. Leeds just put a cross into the box. Kovar gathered it comfortably. Dan James is playing. Has anybody missed Dan James at Manchester United? I don't personally. I think he was all right. Pretty average, wasn't he? Pretty average player. I think he was the last player we sold for any money that wasn't like nothing. Yeah, Hannibal did look good in the game, guys. Somebody says, how is Hansen Aronson getting on? Hasn't really had much of a touch of the ball yet, to be completely honest with you. He's got the ball now. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this, guys. If you'd have told me that this was the same starting 11 as it was in the first half, I wouldn't say that you were lying. Manchester United looked just as composed, just as well defensively, are still playing the ball around really nicely. I'd say that there isn't a massive difference between the team by way of how they're playing in the first half than in the second half. Here's that Aronson guy. He's got the ball now. Brandon Williams. Honestly, guys, I completely forgot that Brandon Williams was still at the club. Like, he definitely needs to leave the club this summer, Brandon Williams. There was a point where I swear somebody like Nottingham Forest or was it Norwich? Somebody was in for him and we're going to pay like 10, 20 million for Brandon Williams. You'd be lucky to get 5 million for Brandon Williams now. He's not. He definitely needs to leave the club this summer, though, Brandon Williams. Erik ten Hag, here we go. I haven't seen Erik ten Hag for ages, guys. There he is. It's good to see him back. My father, Erik ten Hag. All the other players on the bench, all the other youth players, look absolutely miserable, don't they? Yeah, like we look good, guys. We do. Like, hats off to these youth players. Like, they all are doing quite well, but it is pretty boring. I said that, and then Charlie Savage has just given the ball away. Leeds are on the break now. They got some guy on the left wing. He's absolutely rapid. I'm not sure who he is. He's got some permed kind of blonde hair. Not sure who that is, but he's rapid. Welcome to everybody who's just joining late, by the way. I'll be completely honest with you, you haven't really missed much. It's been a pretty uneventful match. Manchester United should have probably scored a couple of goals in the first half. We looked quite good. We were passing the ball around nicely. Mason Mount was good. But generally, I would say that if you've been off doing something more exciting, then I'm happy for you because, yeah, it's been, put it this way, imagine the first game of a pre-season where 90% of your squad or 50% of your squad are not playing. This is what today has been. It is very much like a training drill. It's to get fitness. It's a chance for Ten Hag to see some of these youth players. And at the end of the day, it's a great opportunity for these youth players. Imagine if you're like 17, 18 and you're getting to go on tour and you've got all of these fans screaming at you and all the rest of it. Like, it must be an amazing experience for them. So, yeah, even if you look at it just like that, it is good for these players to, to get an opportunity. But, yeah, overall, nothing really to shout about, to be completely honest with you. First half, we were the better team. Someone says, who is our goalie? So we've got a Kovar, who is Matej Kovar. He's from Czech Republic. He was on loan last season at Sparta Prague. He won the league with Sparta Prague. He looks pretty good. He looks decent. Heaton was the goalkeeper in the first half. Leeds are on the break here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Trying to get a free kick or something. Patrick Bamford's playing. But yeah, so it was Tom Heaton in the first half and Kovar in the second half. I'm just hoping, guys, that we get this Onana deal over the line, like now, because there is a story we're going to talk about on the show this evening about Onana. I mean, there's so many people on Twitter like, he will join Manchester United in the next few days, and it's just like, come on. Do you not have anything better to say than that? I mean, that's just like, people saying that apparently the fee is going to be 53 million euros for Onana plus bonuses. Quite a lot, isn't it? 47 million pounds. It's a little bit more than what we thought it was originally going to be. Yeah, as Joe says, we literally are watching a youth match right now. We are. Don't really know what else there is to say about it at this point, guys. It is ultimately just a youth team. I'm getting really excited about the I know I keep saying this, but I'm getting really excited about the evening show. I am. We've got so much to talk about on that show. I've been doing all of my research all day, gathering bits of information. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Somebody said, is Mount doing well? Yeah, Mount has done really, really well. He's not playing anymore. He came off at half time, but he did do well in the first half. He put in some really nice passes. Nearly scored. Oh, nearly scored. Aronson's got the ball. He's gone around the keeper. Oh, no, we nearly scored, guys. Very, very close. Didn't quite go in though, unfortunately. Yeah, but Mason Mount did look good in the first half, guys. As I said, it's a completely new starting 11 for the second half. Everybody, yeah, they look good. Like, hats off to them. Hats off to these youth players. Like, they're holding their own. As I said, you honestly could not tell whether it was the team that started in the first half or the second. Like, they look good, which I guess is a little bit worrying for Ten Hag to think that he's got 5 first-team players on the pitch, and the second half he's got a load of youth players and they're looking just as good. But oh well, it is what it is, isn't it? Right, somebody says, Kieran, do you think Mainu will get many minutes this season like Garnacho last season? 100%, guys. I really hope that Mainu gets some game time next season. I really, really do. I think he deserves it. I really, really do. Let me know in the live chat. Do you think Kobe Mainu will get any game time next season? I think he will. Unless we sign Amrabat. Obviously, we've got Mount and we get someone like Lavia, then maybe not. But yeah. I think he should get some game time next season, guys. I really, really do. I want to be positive. I want to support the youth players. So I do hope that Kobe Mainu gets some game time next season. I have to say, guys, I have enjoyed this first live stream, this first watch along. It is definitely very different. It's a completely different experience to the usual ones because obviously there are some like gaps of talking, and on the usual shows I do kind of keep it quite fast, quite moving, and I do think people like that. So Kobe Mainu, what type of midfielder is he? I'm trying to think who you can compare him to. Somebody in the live chat, let me know who Kobe Mainu is a good like comparison to. It's difficult to say. He's only 18 years of age. That's what you've got to remember. So he can be molded really into whatever Ten Hag wants. But generally, he is more defensive than attacking. So I guess you would probably say that he would eventually kind of take Casemiro's position. But obviously, he's only 18, guys. Anything can change in football. Yeah, anything can change. He might end up being more attacking in the future, etc., etc. But yeah, we do look good, guys. We do. The team are doing well. Everybody's doing their bit at the moment. Not really too much is happening. Some people are saying Man United have scored. Well, they haven't scored on my screen yet. So until I can see the ball in the back of net, I'm not going to... yeah, somebody says Mainu is like Casido. Here we go, guys. We're going through on goal. Here we go. There we go. 1-0, guys. Really, really nice goal there. Emeran, number 57, Emeran. It was a ball from Aronson, who I know somebody was asking about in the chat. Really nice goal. I'm going to say it now, guys, all right? Now, feel free to bite my head off if you think that I'm wrong here, but I honestly think that we've maybe been playing better this half than we did in the first half. I don't know whether it's because these youth players want to, prove themselves a little bit more. I don't know, but hats off to them. They've played really well. I think he's offside, though. I'm not going to lie. He looked like he's offside, but let's be positive. Really nice goal. Emeran has just scored for Manchester United. I assume that is his first ever goal as a senior player. Let me know if he has scored before. Really nice finish. He's number 57, Emeran. Again, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've never heard of him before today. Hansen has just done a super chat. He's big ups to Hansen. Thank you for doing the super chat, mate. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, it is 1-0 to Manchester United. Number 57, Emeran, has scored. I believe he is a right winger. It was an assist from Aronson, who I know a lot of you in the chat were asking about. Really nice goal. Really, really nice finish. He slotted it through the keeper's legs. Apparently he's French, someone's saying. I'm going to do a bit of research about this Emeran guy. But yeah, 1-0 to Manchester United, guys. The goal was at about 65 minutes. He did a little bow as the celebration, which I quite like. Honestly, hats off to these youth players. They're holding their own. Really, really, really happy for them. I honestly am. It was at the 67th minute. Assist was from Hansen. Yeah, 1-0 Manchester United. I was worried. I was. When we saw all of those players coming off and we saw, all of these youth players coming on, I genuinely was quite worried. Oh, there's someone banging at the door. Give me 1 second, guys. I do apologise. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologise. I'm back. You know what it's like when there's someone banging at the door? Usually there's somebody else in the house, but they seem to have gone out. So I do apologise. I had literally, whoever was at the door, it was Amazon. They were like, I swear she was like kicking the door. I'm on the top floor. I'm 2 floors above. And this lady was literally like battering the door. And then I've got 2 dogs as well. The dogs were going absolutely nuts. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Still 1-0, 70 minutes played. I don't think I really missed much. So somebody in the chat says, should we get hyped if we win this match? I mean, no is the simple answer. Last season in pre-season, I think we beat Liverpool 3-0. Yeah. Great, that's a great comment. Joe says, since Kieran is not here, well, I am back now. Let's talk about your favorite ghost movie. I'll tell you now, guys. I don't know about you, but I really do not like scary movies. I don't mind like gory ones, but supernatural stuff, I'm not into it. Let me know in the live chat, do you like scary movies or not? I mean, me personally, no. It's a no from me. I would rather not watch it than watch a scary movie, to be completely honest with you. I don't mind stuff like Saw or like, Leeds are on the attack. Honestly, guys, our defense and everything look good. We look really good. We've got, honestly, I don't want to over-egg the pudding, but we've got so much to talk about on the show this evening, on the evening show. Literally, there's so much new news coming in, loads of stories, so I am really, really excited about that one. I will pretty much, as soon as this video ends, I will pretty much go live on a new video, so yeah. Everybody who is still around for that, obviously you're more than welcome. I assume most people will probably... you know, once this game finishes, I assume you'll be happy to go straight onto the other one. I don't know if there's a way where I can kind of... somebody says try The Conjuring. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I've seen that film and I didn't sleep for like a week. Call me whatever you want, but I do not like scary movies at all. Last time I watched a really supernatural one, I watched... has anybody seen the film Smile? Honestly, that film scared... I was scared for like a week. Has anybody seen that? Let me know in the live chat. Smile, it's called. It's a supernatural one. It's not very nice. Well, Manchester United are on the attack. Honestly, I know it's only pre-season, but I want to say a massive shout out to all these youth players. Like, they have really, really held their own this game. Like, you wouldn't know that they were all youth players and the other team, and the first half was all the kind of, you know, we had Martinez, we had Varane, we had Sancho. We had a lot of first team experienced players in that first half, whereas this half it's been like a load of youth players, and they've done really, really well, guys. They have, so hats off to them. Anybody joining late is 1-0 to Manchester United. It was a goal from Emeran and an assist from Aronson, I believe his name is. So yeah, big ups to them. They've done well. Josh says we won the Bangkok Trophy. Yeah, we did. I mean, last season, I'll be honest with you. After the pre-season, I was like, we're going to do so well in the Premier League, and then it didn't really happen, did it? Leeds are on the attack here. Yeah, I would not advise watching Smile. Ooh, Leeds nearly scored then. Yeah, I do not like scary films. I don't. I really do not like scary films at all. I like thrillers. I like sci-fi. I like other stuff like that. Yeah, I do not like scary films whatsoever. I just realised as well. I just had to run down the stairs and let in Amazon, who was practically battering down my door. My partner was in the house as well. She's just messaged me saying that she's in the house and asked if I want to go out for dinner later. I mean, I'm on the top floor taking mine. I had to run down 2 flights of stairs and she's downstairs. So I don't know what she's playing at, but anyway, that's for me and her to decide, to work out. Yeah, still 0-0, guys. Not a lot has happened, to be completely honest with you. It's been a pretty average game. Obviously, all of the kind of first team players will be back. There's one more game next week against Lyon. I don't think they'll all be back for that, but I do expect all of the players will be back for our first proper pre-season game against Arsenal, which is in about 10. Oh, Leeds are in here. Oh, Leeds are in. Oh, amazing defending that. That was good play from Leeds. Oh, he's offside anyway. Patrick Bamford went round to the keeper, and then it was an open goal, and one of our defenders, I think it was Will Fish, managed to get back and stop him. So hats off to him. Joe says Emeran is fast and is good technically and fast. Yeah, I agree. He looks good. He does. Some of these youth players have really, really impressed me. I know I keep saying that. I know I keep repeating the same thing, but I don't know what I was expecting from them, but they have impressed me. They have. So hats off to them. And I hope that Ten Hag is looking at this and thinking, honestly, it would be so good if we started seeing some of these youth players come through next season, because that is what we're missing at Manchester United, I think. Like, there's so many players who just come for the money, don't understand what it means to be a Manchester United player. Harry Maguire, let's name drop him there. Like, I would love to see some of these youth players get a chance next season. I really, really would. So hats off to them. They've really held their own this half. They've done well. They have. So well done to them. And again, massive shout outs to the person who's done, I think we've had 3 super chats this stream. So big ups to all the people who've done super chats this stream. I'm not really pushy with that kind of stuff at all. Obviously people know that it's there, and if they want to do it, they can. But yeah, it obviously is appreciated. So thank you to the people who, I think we've had 3 super chats this stream. So really, really positive. We've got about 13 minutes left of the game, guys. I will, as soon as this one finishes, I will go live. I will go live with the evening show. So literally, as soon as this one finishes, I will start a new stream. So we got about, I won't bother doing like a match reaction or anything, because I think when we do the Premier League and stuff, I will do a match reaction. But I just think for pre-season friendly, I mean, what is there really to react to? The first half was pretty boring. The second half, we've probably been better. Other than that, there's not really too much to say, is there? So I'm not going to bother doing a match reaction. I think it's a bit pointless, to be honest. Let me know if you disagree, but I do think a match reaction would be a bit boring. So as soon as this one finishes, guys, we will go live with the evening show, and we'll get into takeover stuff. We'll get into loads of transfer news that's coming out today. Yeah, we will talk about this Sir Jim Ratcliffe Barcelona story. I think that's really interesting. We've got some updates on Onana as well, which we will also talk about on the show this evening. Fabrizio Romano has come out with some stuff. Yeah. I just don't understand why it's taking so long with Onana. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. And I just have this feeling that we're going to end up paying more than what we originally... Yeah, than what we originally were quoted. I'm just preparing. I've got all my notes ready for the evening show, guys. Let me know as well, guys, if there's anything... Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about on this evening show as well, and I will, of course, bring it up. I'm trying to kind of separate the two things. So if there is anything you want to specifically talk about on the evening show, let me know now, and I'll make sure to include it in the show. I've got loads of stuff already to get into on it, but if there's anything you guys specifically want to talk about, then do let me know in the live chat now, and I will happily talk about it. We've got about 10 minutes left of the game, guys. As I said, these youth players have really, really held their own. They have. They've done really, really well. Like, hats off to them. Manchester United are on the attack here, guys. Here we go. Really nice play. Hugo, banging goal. Amazing. There you go. Hugo's just got a goal, guys. 2-0 Manchester United. Hugo I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm probably not. Really, really nice goal. Really nice. I don't know where the assist came from. I'm not actually too sure yet. Really nice. Joe Hugo. Honestly, I'm going to say it now. We've been way better in the second half than we were in the first half. Way better. Yeah, he's onside. Really nice goal. Really, really nice. What a finish that was. Absolutely lovely finish. The assist has come from Emeran. Emeran scored and he just got an assist. Absolutely banging. Yeah, somebody's saying in the chat he's the only striker we've got in that squad. That was an absolutely banging finish. Really, really nice. Hats off to the guy. 2-0 Manchester United. As I said, this second half has been way better than the first half. We were absolutely rubbish in the first half, really, weren't we? Well, that's a bit harsh. Not rubbish, but it was boring. It was. Mason Mount looked all right. Kobe Mainoo looked all right. You know, we had some all right performances, but hats off to these youth players. They've come on. They've said, I'm going to get on that pitch. I'm going to prove to Ten Hag, you know, that I deserve to have at least a chance of getting on the bench in the Premier League. That was a really nice finish. Really, really nice. Proper strikers finished that. 2-0 Manchester United. Joe Hugo, 81st minute. Really happy with that. I know it's only pre-season, but it is good to, you know, to win games, and especially with these youth players, just to get a bit of positivity going. I dare say it, but the second half has been way more entertaining than that first half. The first half was pretty boring, wasn't it? Why are we buying Højlund, somebody says. Well, we'll talk about Højlund in the show later. We have actually got some more news about Højlund that we will talk about. Manchester United are on the attack again. Yeah, so this Joe Hugo guy. Yeah, it was an Emeran assist, so he scored and got an assist, this Emeran guy. Joe Hugo, let's have a quick look about him then. So Joe Hugo is 19 years of age. He's been in Manchester United since 2020, so he's been here for about 3 years. Let's have a look how he did in the youth league last year. He's only 19. He's obviously English, centre forward. He got in the season last year. He got 11 goals in 12 games. That's pretty good, isn't it? Really good, like a goal a game, pretty much. Yeah, I went for 3-1 as my prediction, guys. So let's hope that comes in. Somebody says I say 2-0 Manchester United. Well, we could all, yeah. Yeah, as I said, way, way better this half. Way better. We were really poor in the first half, I think. Oh, Manchester United are on the attack again. This Emeran guy, he looks good. He does. I was going to say where's Alanga, but I guess he's an international, isn't he? So he won't be back yet. Like, I honestly think this Emeran guy looks better than Alanga. Here's Will Fish. Will Fish looks good as well. Aronson, here we go. Welcome, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well, mate. So anybody who's just joining late, the first half was pretty boring. Mason Mount was quite good. Kobe Mainoo was quite good. Sancho plays as a striker, wasn't very good. The second half, we've honestly been way better. We've got our whole youth team out. The only player in our team, I think, who's played before is Brandon Williams. Like, we've been really good this second half. So hats off to these youth players. We had 2 goals. Emeran scored and Joe Hugo scored. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Leeds have even had a chance, have they? The keeper, Kovar, the keeper we've brought on the second half, he's looked pretty good. Overall, I'm happy. I really am. It's just the way you want to start the pre-season, isn't it? Somebody in the chat says, I would play Emeran over Sancho any day. The thing is, right, with these youth players, like, they are hungry. Whereas, imagine you're Jadon Sancho, you're on 350 grand a week. Like, you do just lose motivation because you know that, I mean, it obviously depends player to player. I'm not saying every single player who's on loads of money loses motivation, but yeah, like, he's on 350 grand a week. He's only 23 years of age. I think he probably has lost the desire a little bit. Yeah, we should probably send a lot of them out on loan, as Joshua says in the chat. This is a great question, which I'll ask everyone. Liam says, if you could take one of the youth lads into the season, who would it be? I'd probably say that Joe Hugel guy, just because we don't have any strikers, I would say. Or maybe Emeran. I know a lot of people will say Aronson. I know he's somebody that a lot of people like. Somebody's saying, where's Emeran from? Let's have a look. He's French. He's a left winger. He is 20 years of age. He's been at the club since 2019. So he's been here for about 4 years. He's been here since he was about 15, 16. He does look good, though. He really, really does, guys. We've got about 5 minutes left of the game. Leeds just had a little bit of a chance there, but nothing really came of it. 5 minutes left of the game, guys. As I said, it's been a pretty average match by way of the first half. The second half has been a lot better. Will Fish is taking the goal kicks. Yeah, it is really positive, though, that the kids have done well. It is like, that is what we're here to see in these types of games. Mason Mount had a good game. Other than that, I think it's... yeah, I mean, I would go as far as saying that this QATAR goalkeeper guy, we should have him as our backup goalkeeper. I wouldn't bother getting this Suzuki guy. Like, what's the point? Yeah, I wouldn't even bother getting a backup goalkeeper. I'd just keep this QATAR guy. Yeah, Brandon Williams is the only one on this team that's played in the first team before. Brandon Williams isn't very good, though, is he really, guys? I don't think he's very good. Very average, in my opinion. I don't rate him. Got about 3 minutes left of the match, guys. I'd probably give, if I'm going to give ratings, I'd probably give the first half like a 5 out of 10. I'd say it was pretty boring, like nothing really happened. Second half wise, I'd say an 8 out of 10. Hats off to them. You got to remember that they're coming up against a lot of the first team of Leeds, and they've done really, really well. Somebody's asking about Dean Henderson. Yes, Dean Henderson does look like he will be leaving the club and going to Nottingham Forest. Somebody's asking about Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo did really well in the first half, guys. He did. Yeah. I don't want to single people out, but of the first half, like Sancho didn't do very well. He really didn't. He was playing as a striker, though, to be fair to him. Overall, guys, it's been an enjoyable watch along, and I'm really glad we did it, and we've had some great conversation. But yeah, the first half was very, very boring. The second half was slightly more exciting. Yeah, as Stu says, Williams should have been shipped out 2 years ago. He should have. Like, I don't even know why Brandon Williams is still a Manchester United player. He's on about 50 grand a week, I think, Brandon Williams. Crazy. I think Ollie gave him a new contract, didn't he? Yeah, he definitely should not be at Manchester United anymore, Brandon Williams. We should definitely sell him if we can. Just kind of playing the ball around now, guys. I don't really expect much more to happen in these next few minutes. So Hansen is back with another super chat. Thank you, Hansen. Hansen says Rasmus is a class above ours. I assume that you're a Rasmus Højlund fan. We will be talking about Rasmus Højlund on the evening show, guys. We have got some news stories about Rasmus. So again, Hansen, thank you for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Any support is always, always appreciated. Bit of a touchy moment here. Honestly, guys, these defenders, all of them have done really, really well. Manchester United on the counter-attack here. Emeran's off. Here we go. Corner, Manchester United. Really, really positive. Really, really positive. Right, the game has just finished. 2-0 Manchester United. Honestly, guys, really, really happy with how this first watch-along went. I hope you've enjoyed it. We will be live at 6 o'clock for the evening show. So I am going to end it here, and I'll speak to you guys in about 10 minutes. Speak soon, guys. Lots of love. Peace out.